Hello, Carrots here. Welcome to Carolyn and Friends, episode 13. In this episode, Carolyn, Wilma and Katie are travelling to the university world. This is their first trip to university. The girls decided to stay at Malin Hall, which is a dormitory that is fairly close to the university buildings. Their roommates at Malin Hall are Tiberius Willard, Derek Kahn, Asala Karam, Millie Grubb and Tiffany Angels. There's a job board just outside their front door and some information on living in dorms popped up. Now that you have arrived, you may want to take a minute to select the bed you want to claim and decorate your room. Don't forget to set the lock options on your door if you prefer to keep out visitors. This is Tiffany Angels, one of their roommates, and Asala Karam is followed closely by Tiberius Willard. Here comes Carolyn with Derek Kahn close to her. She's actually going to have to follow him in. And I think I saw Katie going in a minute before, just before Willard as well. Now this dormitory is 3 stories tall, and I found on the top level there were 2 bedrooms with single beds in them. One of the bedrooms had 2 single beds and the other had 1 single bed. I thought that would be perfect for the 3 girls. I put Wilma and Carolyn together in the room with the 2 beds, and Katie went in the room with only 1 bed. I thought she'd be best on her own since she's evil, and also Wilma and Carolyn know each other quite well already since they've lived together for a while now. And I locked their doors so that only they could go into their rooms. Now, I didn't decorate their rooms yet. I might do that later on. There's Katie having a quick look around her room. There's nothing much in it, just a bed and a fireplace and a few other little bits and pieces. And there is Wilma. She's sat down at a chair to read a book. Nothing to do with uni, she's just reading. Now, although I'm sure there are a lot more important things that they could have been doing, as soon as they got there, I checked the various classes they could do at the different rabbit holes. And I sent Wilma off to do a class in the street art skill. And the other 2 eventually went off to classes as well. I chose classes that they don't have available to them in the rabbit holes in other worlds. Both Carolyn and Katie are enrolled in the business degree, and Wilma is enrolled in the arts degree. Katie wants to be in the criminal career, and it will benefit her to do a business degree. Carolyn, well, I was thinking of getting her to do all 6 degrees, so it didn't really matter what she started with. But now that I've made Enid, Carolyn probably won't keep going back. Enid's lifetime wish is to get all 6 degrees, and there's a badge for that as well, so she will be getting all 6 degrees. However, Carolyn's university entrance score indicates to me that she won't have to work very hard to get all 6 degrees herself. So I probably will send both Enid and Carolyn back to do all 6 degrees and see which one gets it first. And I think she's pulled that radio station out of her pocket because she had it in Sunlit Tides. I didn't see her placing it there. There's a badge associated with it as well. So I hope she doesn't lose it. See, it's gone back into her pocket. So obviously it is hers. The worry is that she might decide to just leave it, get it out of her pocket somewhere and leave it there. I guess I'd always buy her another one. They're running off now to go to their classes, and that's the money floating up that's paying for their classes. I think I sent Katie to do the street art skill as well, because she's got a few things that she needs to do. It would help her if she has that skill. Just have a bit of a look around the university world. There's the group science project. One of them might get to play with that. They'll get their own eventually in that big square patch that I've got in their bottom basement that I've set aside for their group science project when one of them gets to level 10 in the science skill. Just a quick look over the university world. So Carolyn and Katie are having a little get-to-know-you moment after their classes have ended. They still haven't actually started the university classes. They were just sent off to learn something, some paid classes. Wilma making friends. She's a bit of a rebel. She actually does have the rebel trait.
Hasim Barwa Himaje.
They eventually found the student union building where there were freebies and information available on their courses. Katie got some information on the business course, which also applied to Carolyn. Welcome to the Nichols School of Business at Sims University. Business students will run the world of the future, and the faculty are committed to your academic success. All students in the business major receive a business planner when they enroll, offering countless opportunities for growth, both inside and outside the classroom. Keep it with you at all times. You never know when inspiration will strike. Classes, lectures and class activities are required for all students, but business majors will receive extra credit for building their charisma and social networking skills. Every winning smile and hour of careful planning will pay off after graduation. Give yourself a leg up in the business and criminal careers, joining them at higher positions with better pay than lesser educated Sims. Be careful not to coast while dreaming of future rewards. Employers will see your entire transcript. Higher grades translate directly to better career advancements once you hit the open market. Our faculty wishes you the best of luck in your academic endeavours, and welcome again to Sims University. It turns out the Students' Union building has all sorts of fun and games going on upstairs, and there is Carolyn playing ping pong with somebody. And I can see right across the end of the room there's Wilma at a game machine, and that is where Katie's just gone as well. So we're all having fun, mixing with other students. Looks like Carolyn won that game. There's those two playing with the arcade machines. Hello, another game for Carolyn. But university mascot's just outside the picture. Looks like those pair at the other end of the room are enjoying their arcade machine games. Somewhat later, and Carolyn has started playing pool all by herself. I guess she needs the practice. She's going to have another game of ping pong. She's going to get good at this. Maybe. Maybe she won't win this game. She's not at the lucky end of the table, is she? And much fun is being had by Wilma and Katie at the far end of the room. Carolyn didn't take that very well, did she? She lost. Oh, there's painting and there's a coffee barista bar there. She might get something to eat later. And there's a table there with the freebies. Carolyn's getting something off the table. She's going to get something to eat. Every time a Sim sits down to do something, the phone rings. But she's doing the right thing. She's ignoring it and taking care of herself first. Foosball. So what's happening now? Oh, juice pong. Katie and Wilma are going to have a game of juice pong. It's going to be fun. Oh, Wilma will going to have to drink one. Did you swallow that ball or spit it out? I keep expecting them to run around looking for the ball behind them when they miss it, but of course that doesn't happen in this game. So Wilma is going to do a presentation with her business planner, and I didn't even know she had a business planner. What is she doing with the business planner? She's not in the business degree, not enrolled in business. She's enrolled in arts or fine arts or whatever. But there is a badge for doing a presentation, 20 presentations I think. Not sure if this has to all be done by the same sim, but whatever, every presentation has a chance of counting. Carolyn's finished eating, she's coming to watch presentation. Oh, must be the night of the full moon. Listen to that, the zombies will be out soon. Her audience is growing, and that people are taking notes. She must seem to know what she's talking about. That presentation's done. Hello, she's doing another one. I don't think I told her to do any of these. She just decided all by herself. So, that's the end of presentation number 2. Oh, there's a zombie. She was actually there watching the presentation, and all of a sudden she was a zombie. She wasn't a zombie before. I think Wilma actually did 3 presentations just then. So Carolyn's rushing off home quickly, trying to beat the zombies. She doesn't want to run into one. There she is, back at the dorm. And there's Wilma and Carolyn sleeping in their shared room. I think I do need to decorate it a little bit just to get the environment points up, so they're gaining lifetime happiness points while they sleep. In the next room, there is Katie. She's got a room all to herself. There's only got one bed in this bedroom. I thought since she was evil, she could just be in the single room by herself. Katie and Wilma have already got some experience because they were together in Isla Paradiso for a while. Katie joined the household in Isla Paradiso, but she wasn't in it for very long before they all jumped together and moved to Sunlit Tides. And they were in Sunlit Tides when they decided to go to university. Now, I've been getting Wilma to cook lots of meals, and it turns out that's a good idea because she's doing an arts degree, and doing cooking and increasing her cooking skill will actually help her advance towards that degree. And also figure if they've got lots of food in the fridge, they won't be going hungry. So Katie was heading off somewhere then. There goes Wilma. This must be the first day of classes. They're all heading off to their respective classes. They got their schedules earlier when they went to their course information. Wilma's courses are for the fine arts. She's got Monday, Wednesday, Friday. She's got 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the Thomas School of Art, followed by 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. at the Nichols School of Business. And Katie, she goes to the Bush School of Science from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and the Nichols School of Business from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. She's doing a business degree. And Carolyn's doing a business degree as well, but she is going to the Nichols School of Business from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. and to the Schmidt Memorial Stadium Annex from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And I don't think Carolyn's actually got to do too much here. She's just picking up a few classes here and there because she's already got maximum credit towards her degree from her previous experience when she completed all of the different badges that are available in Isla Paradiso or from Island Paradise. And she also completed the lifeguard career and the lifetime wish of Seaside Saviour. So she's maxed her charisma skill and her athletic skill when doing that career. I'll keep them having their showers and going to the toilet and eating whenever possible, whenever there's spare time, even if they're not really ready for it, just so they're not going to be running late for class and be really hungry or dirty or smelly or something and end up missing out on class for some reason. I also try to get them to be studying and doing other things. So Carolyn is now working on the business planner because she's doing the business degree, and this is her part of her coursework that she's doing now. Interesting, they've got a stapler on the bench. So she's working hard towards her degree. I think she could probably have gotten it if she'd just simply come and partied the whole time. But I'm not much of a party animal, so I'm happy for her to be working hard. There was one party that she got invited to, and I really tried to get her to it, but I finally tracked down the person who was throwing the party. It was a bonfire party. Thought it sounded like fun. I finally tracked the person down, and she was sitting on a bench all by herself reading a book, nowhere near a bonfire. So that'll probably be why Carolyn made no attempt to go to the party. She got a negative comment from the game about failing to turn up. But I guess if the hostess hasn't turned up either, you can't really blame Carolyn for not showing up. And she needs to work hard to get her degree. She needs to graduate. I've actually kept them here for 2 weeks. Not quite sure what's going to happen at the end of that 2 weeks, because I think I've only asked them to do half their coursework. So we'll see what happens. So she worked hard for an hour on the business planner, and now she is reading. Well, no, she's studying her business book. This is the book she got given for the course. I know when she's studying, there's nothing above her head other than her little plumb bob. I got her to read the book as well. The benefit of reading the book that I could see was it increased her happiness. So now here's Katie. She must be going to oh no, she's going to go and talk to someone. Is this going to be a friendly chat? Or is Katie going to evil side going to surface? Looks like the evil side came to the fore. She's obviously insulted him. That won't help her charisma score very much, unless she can charm him out of his dislike of her. And there goes Wilma. She's got a class to go to too, by the look of it. Off she goes. I managed to get them to all of their classes. Nobody was late for any classes. Only problem was, I thought I was recording on the Tuesday's coursework, but there was no video. So hopefully we will be able to record some of Tuesday's work. Then for the second week, because on Tuesdays that's when they go to the classroom. I got one screenshot of the classroom, but that was all. That's the classroom that's in the Student Union building. Everything else is in rabbit holes, so you don't really see anything going on. And the library, of course, you get to go into the library with them. And there's one class that Wilma went to that was outdoors. She was sketching. It was one of her art classes. So they run like crazy to get to their class on time, and then they all stand outside the door and file in single file, just like the children do at school. I think Carolyn might have almost been late for that class, but she got there. That's the Nichols School of Business that they're going into for class at this moment. So Carolyn's got in, everyone's in, class has started. What's Katie doing? Oh, she's trying to learn to throw the frisbee. Now she's off to class. Now Katie's going to work on the business planner. She can't have a class at the moment, apparently. That's a group science project they're whirring away to her right, out of shot at the moment. Here comes this chap that she insulted earlier. I guess he'll just keep walking straight by. In the end, she didn't even notice him ignoring her completely. Thank you for watching. I think I'll leave this video here with Katie working on her business plans. This is the middle of the week. I think it's Wednesday afternoon in the game, and I'll pick up from this point in the next video. Here's a few other interesting things that happened. First of all, we were mysteriously awarded a badge. Since none of the 3 girls I've got at uni have got the socially awkward trait, I was surprised to get a badge that requires a sim with a socially awkward trait to miss the opportune moment. But the badge was awarded, so I can only assume it was from one of the roommates. Another fun thing that happened was when I noticed Wilma had the It's Dark moodlet, and I wondered why it was so dark for her in the middle of the day. Apparently she turned left instead of right when getting out of the shower and had got stuck in the chimney. The chimney was on the other side of the wall through which she had just walked when she got out of the shower. I rescued her by resetting her. So that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now. Thank you for watching, and happy simming.